Yo, what's good, people? What's good, people? It's your boy Jason Gooner back in the building. Yes, people, and we have a live reaction to the Concacaf 2025 Champions Cup draw, which happened tonight in Miami. Yes, I was watching it live. Very, very interesting. The big talking point, of course, was Cavalier had a chance potentially to be drawn to face Lionel Messi and Inter Miami, and as it went down, as it unfolded, people that have seen it, you know what happened. But I want to just big up everybody that's going to tune in tonight from now. Like the video, people. Definitely like the video, share the content, subscribe to the channel if you are new. This is where you will get a lot of football content. We cover the EPL, we cover Jamaica's teams, we cover everything football related on the channel. I am Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV. Yes, but tonight it's all about the Champions Cup 2025 draw live reaction. People, big up, big up, big up. So everybody already knows, Crazy Yardie TV, blessings. Messi. Yeah, man. Messi Jamaica is crazy. Son, it is true. It is potentially what will happen. But we're gonna dive into everything. Read the draw, the teams, how the bracket works, how the competition is set up. We're just gonna have a nice session, have a discussion about everything to do with the Concacaf Champions Cup tonight. All right. This program probably won't be a full 2-hour long program. I'll probably run for about an hour or so, and we just want to run through the competition itself. We're gonna go to Concacaf and directly show you guys how it went down, what it's all about in terms of the draw and how the teams were selected and all of these things. So we're gonna go through together and talk about everything to do with the draw tonight. But the big news, of course, Inter Miami definitely, if they get through the first round, will face Cavalier. Cavalier would host the second leg, and we're gonna tell you all about when the dates will be and so much. So why so many matches in 2025? First World Club. No, so this happened last year as well, the Champions Cup. We didn't have a Cavalier made it, but they didn't get a bye to the second round like this year because they didn't win the Caribbean Cup. So this year them get a bye to the round of 16, which I'm gonna show everybody the bracket and everything in a minute. All right. So as I said, the draw was held tonight, people. Make sure you smash the like button as soon as you enter. Let me share the content real quick, people. While I'm doing that, just keep smashing up the like button. Share it as well if you can, and let people know so we're live, because I'm sure that a lot of the Jamaican fan base would be happy and very upbeat about what's going on in terms of this Concacaf Champions Cup draw. Very, very big news. When we looked at the possible teams, everybody would have said they would love to have Cavalier draw Inter Miami, and as luck would have it, that is the case. Now, of course, Sporting Kansas City will have something to say about whether Messi does in fact arrive in Jamaica to play Cavalier. They have to get past Sporting Kansas City over 2 legs first. And wouldn't it be a big letdown if Inter Miami were to fall at the first hurdle and lose to Sporting Kansas City? But we're just going to have faith, people, that Messi and company will pull through, get through that first round, and then to be 2 legs, I think, in March, early March. And I will let you guys know before the stream is over exactly when that game would take place in terms of Inter Miami's potential visit to Jamaica to face us, because I do know that Cavalier will be hosting the second leg. So that basically means that we can pinpoint the dates when the match would happen. So, yes. All right. Let me go to this. Yes, people, smash that like button. Smash that like button. Let's go ahead and share this on screen. So this is the Champions Cup draw procedures. Just going to tell you guys about this. And then I'll get to the draw results, what actually happened. All right. While I'm getting this on screen and getting prepared, let me share this around real quick. Bear with me, people. Probably should have done this before I hit the go live button, but see with me, people. See with me. I hope everybody had a good day today. It's been raining where I am all day long, so the roads are wet. My dog don't like when it rain like this because she don't really get to go outside like that. She don't really like go out in the rain, so yeah, rough day for Muffin today. But she get a one little time in the day when it cool off, and she do her thing in that time there, you know? Yeah, man. Alright, so I share this around, people. Make some people know so we're live. Alright, cool. So we can get down to business now, people. Smash that like button as you enter. Big up yourself, Red Skull. Son, Crazy Yardy. Alright. So this is 1 day remaining until the draw. List of 27 participating clubs already finalized. Concacaf has confirmed the 8 clubs that will be preceded in the 2 first rounds of the competition, as well as the distribution of the other 19 clubs across the 2 pots. All right, so them sort out everything. So the draw procedure of the 27 clubs, 5 have received a bye. Of course, you know Cavalier was in this. The Central American champion, which was Alajuelense, Caribbean Cup champion, which was Cavalier, the League's Cup champion, Columbus Crew, and the Liga MX Apertura and Clausura with the most points over the two seasons basically was Club America, and the MLS Cup champions this season just newly crowned Los Angeles Galaxy. Then you move on. The 5 clubs got the bye, preceded in a round of 16 bracket position based on the CONCACAF club rankings. So of the 5 teams, Columbus Crew was the highest ranked in CONCACAF. They are number 1. Club America is 2. So they got the second highest seed. LA Galaxy is 10, third. And then you have Alajuelense at 41, and then Cavalier at 85. So that's how those teams were ranked based on the CONCACAF rankings. Then as you move on now, from the 22 teams that will participate in round 1, the 3 highest ranked clubs are preceded into bracket position. The remaining 19 were then put into 2 pots. So the 3 clubs that were preceded, because they were the highest ranked, Monterrey, Tigres, and Cruz Azul, all from Liga MX, and they were 3, 4, and 5 in the rankings. Then you have the rest of them ranked based on their CONCACAF ranking. LAFC 6, Miami 7, Seattle 11, Pumas 13, Guadalajara 14, FC Cincinnati 16, Real Salt Lake 18, Vancouver 28. That completes pot 1. And then you have pot 2, Colorado 31, Sporting Kansas City 39, Saprissa, of course, Javan East over there 48, Herediano 51, Cavalry 52, Motagua 54, Antigua 55, Forge 56, Real Esteli 69, Cibao 83, and Real Hope in 111. So that was pot 2. So basically, this is how it was going to look. Of course, 3 of the teams that would be in pot 1 got preceded because they had the highest ranking. The remaining 8 went into pot 1, and then the 11 lowest ranked got in pot 2. So that's basically how it played out. And of course, the bracket itself looked like this before. This is interesting. This just gives you a breakdown of the teams participating. So you see how they got there. So the Canadian champion, right? Or the Canadian Championship, which is basically like the cup competition for Canada. The Vancouver Whitecaps won that. That's how they got into this competition. And then the Canadian Premier League, the top 2 teams get in. So it was Cavalry and Forge this season. The Premier League, the Concacaf Caribbean Cup, the top 3 get there. So Cavalier won, Cibao was second, and Real Hope got in after winning the 3rd place over Mocha. Then you have the Central American Cup. They feature 6 teams from that competition: Antigua, Herediano, Saprissa, Motagua, Alajuelense, and Real Esteli. Then you have the Leagues Cup. 3 clubs, the top 3 in the Leagues Cup got in: the Rapids, Columbus Crew, and Los Angeles LAFC. Columbus Crew being the champions in that competition. Then you have Liga MX. 6 clubs get in there. Of course, Club America being the highest. Monterrey, Tigres, and Cruz Azul also, by virtue of being high in the CONCACAF rankings, were seeded. The others also in the competition as well. Pumas, Cruz Azul, and Monterrey. Then we have MLS. 5 clubs out of MLS: FC Cincinnati, Inter Miami, LA Galaxy, Real Salt Lake, and Seattle Sounders. And then you have the US Open Cup champion. That's how Sporting Kansas City got in to this competition. So the round of 16, told us about this. Then round 1, right? So let's see, where is the bracket though? I want to see the bracket. Yeah, so that's basically how everything was. And we followed along with it, and it was nice, Official draw. So let me show you guys. It can't be reached. Okay. All right, so I have it. All right, so let's take a look now at how this unfolded, people. How were the names drawn? If you're just joining, please smash the like button. Very, very important. But let me show you guys how the draw went. So as you can see, there are 5 teams in the round of 16 already. Columbus Crew, Cavalier, Alajuelense, Galaxy, and Club America. So you see them in the round of 16. Now, we knew that whatever team got to the left of where Cavalier is would be facing Cavalier in that round of 16. And we're praying that Miami would be one of those 2 clubs. And they were drawn A2. So they were pot A, team 2, which meant it went into matchup 2, which the winner will face Cavalier from. And Sporting Kansas City came up from B2. So Sporting Kansas City, there by virtue of the US Open title, didn't have the best of seasons this season. If I'm not mistaken, Sporting Kansas City did not make the playoffs this year. Just double checking that. I don't think they did. But let's see. Standings. Western. Yeah, they did not make the playoffs. They were, in fact, second to last in the Western Conference. 31 points from 34 games. So, really hoping that Inter Miami can get through those 2 legs. I believe those games will be played in February. And as I said before, I will pull up the dates of the fixtures so you guys can start to jot down on your calendars, because you want to keep up with this first round matchup to make sure that Inter Miami does indeed get through. So, no offense to Johnny Russell, Kyrie Shelton, and the rest of the players from Sporting KC, but I think the Jamaican fan base would much rather Cavalier face Inter Miami so they could get a chance to see, Lionel Messi, Jordi Alba, Luis Suarez, Busquets in person, playing in the National Stadium more than likely. I don't think that game could be held anywhere else in Jamaica besides the stadium if it is indeed to happen. So, yeah, this is the fixture list basically. So round 1, LAFC and Colorado drew each other. MLS matchup there in round 1. Winner to face Columbus, the MLS Leagues Cup champions. Then you have Miami and Sporting KC, which we've talked about, to face Cavalier. Monterey and Forge will play each other in round 1. Then you have Vancouver and Saprissa. That should be a good matchup there. Be looking out for Javon East in that one. Then you have Pumas going up against Canadian side Cavalry, and the winner to face Alajuelense in the next round. Then over to the other side of the bracket, you have Guadalajara taking on Cibao, the winner to face America. So that's a potential big matchup there for Liga MX. If Guadalajara can indeed get past Cibao, they would face America, two of the more storied clubs out of Mexico, Chivas and Club America. You know, that's a big rivalry. Then you have Cruz Azul going up against the Haitian club Real Hope. You have Seattle taking on Antigua in that matchup, the winners to face each other in the round of 16. Then we have Tigres and Real Esteli. And then we have Cincinnati and Motagua. And the winners will face each other from those two matchups. Then to close out this side of the bracket, Salt Lake with a few Jamaicans as well. Kevin Lambert, Javane Brown, also Matthew Bell. Hopefully he can extend his contract and his stay with Real Salt Lake, but they will be taking on a tough opponent in Herediano out of Costa Rica. So that is round 1, and the winner of that will obviously face the LA Galaxy, the MLS Cup champions. So that's how it will look, people. Round 1 will kick off in February, but for more details on that, I will get that on screen now and show you guys when these fixtures will actually take place moving forward. Yeah, so smash that like button, people. Smash that like button. We are very, very excited about the news that we got tonight. Lionel Messi potentially will be playing in Jamaica, people. Wow, that is crazy. I mean, if you're a football fan, that's something that maybe you thought could never be possible, to see Messi playing in Jamaica. But it's becoming closer to reality, people. It might actually happen. So awesome news tonight. I was feeling so excited when I got that actual news, you know. I believe I sent it a few places. Like, yo, just excited. I have to tell somebody, you know. And I mean, I'd always planned to do a show tonight, but it made it, you know, just made me even more excited to do the show. The fact that, you know, what we kind of wanted as fans actually did happen, you know. All right, so let's see. All right, so here are the dates. All right, so let me get this on screen to show everybody. Bless up, Tuffy. Wagwan. Yeah, man, we just there. I make the people them know when to look out for the match, you know, because everybody has celebrate about Messi, but everybody has celebrate about Messi, you know. But the thing is, them I forget to a game first. I'm want to tell the people when that game will play. So, Sporting Kansas City. Okay, Sporting Kansas City will face Lionel Messi on between the 4th and 6th of February, sorry, and okay, so either one of these two, the first leg will either be 4th, 5th, 6th of February, or 18th, 19th, 20th of February, and the second leg will either be 11th, 12th, or 13th of February, or 25th, 26th, 27th of February. So when we get a little closer to the game, we'll know exactly when those games will take place, right? So they haven't quite gotten the dates yet for these matches, but we do know when the windows will occur. But what we do know, people, is that the round of 16 where Cavalier is, that will take place. The first leg, which will be an away leg for Cavalier, that will be either the 4th, 5th, or 6th of March, depending on who the opponent is. And then the return leg, which will be hosted in Jamaica, 11th, 12th, or 13th of March, people. So that's the date right there that you need to be thinking about. Those are the dates. 11th, 12th, 13th of March. As long as Inter Miami can make their way through this fixture right here against Sporting Kansas City, then they will face Cavalier in Jamaica either the 11th, 12th or 13th of March. So no jot down them date there. Jot down them date there. Yeah, man. Bless up, bless up. Yeah, man, has to beat Kansas City first. Big up Sherman, one done. Yeah, so people, you don't know. I personally, if the first leg is what, 4th, 5th, 6th, or 18, 19, 20, I'll be cheering very, very, very loudly for Inter Miami. If those games fall on a decent time for me, I'd probably live stream them as well. Just for witness and there for know say yes, it's gonna happen, you know. And of course, a lot of variables have to play out. Messi have to be fit, you know, everything have to align, you know. But the good thing is Argentina have some World Cup qualifiers the end of that month. And typically Messi like to be playing games before that, you know, to get ready. So he'll be trying to be at his peak fitness. Yeah, man. And Messi does love play football. So if he's fit, he'll play. So yeah, this is big. This is big. So people, one thing I want to know, you know, like, do you guys think there's any chance if this actually does happen that the stadium is not actually full to witness this game? Because I know people always giving Cavalier a hard time because they don't have a fan base in Jamaica, but I don't even think this is about Cavalier. If you know, as long as the word gets out, you know, and people actually are aware of this, you know. I'm a Kansas City fan because I coach one of their former player at the youth level who played with my son. Okay, Tuffy. Yeah, they had a rough season last year. You know, they got into this competition because they made it to the US Open Cup final. Now, typically, the winner of that final goes to the championship, but goes to the Champions Cup. But even though they lost, the team that won, LAFC, already qualified from the Leagues Cup. So, yeah. So this is like a more of a breakdown of why the teams are there right here. So, let's see. So these are the 5 which I told you about, right? Columbus Crew, LA Galaxy. Then you have Vancouver winning this. Premier League, the winners of the Shield. Yeah, so they had the best record during the season, but Cavalier won the actual championship, so they both get there. Cibao and Real Hope got their 2nd and 3rd out of the Caribbean Cup. Then you have Central American Cup. Esteli lost in the final to Alajuelense, so they are there. Nicaraguan club. Then you have the Honduran club. The Guatemalan club, Antigua. They were semi-finalists as well as Herediano from Costa Rica. Then you have the Plain as well. So this is the Honduran club, Motagua, and Costa Rican club, Saprissa. They got in from the Plain round, right? Saprissa champions in 2005. Then you have LAFC, best finish in the competition, runners-up last year, actually. So a big result for them last year. They got here by virtue of being the runners-up in the Leagues Cup to Columbus. And then 3rd place went to Colorado Rapids. So that's how they got in. And in Liga MX, you have the Clausura runners-up and the Apertura runners-up, which were Tigres and Cruz Azul. Then you have the next 3 best clubs in the aggregate table between the 2 competitions, which were Monterrey, Guadalajara, and Pumas, right? All of those clubs I just named from Mexico have been champions before in this competition. Inter Miami got to the quarterfinals of this competition last year. Couldn't get any further than that, but they got in because they were the Supporters Shield winners last season. They set a points record in the MLS as well. Fell short in the playoffs though. Then you have the next best clubs in the Supporters Shield after Inter Miami, which were Cincinnati, Salt Lake, and the Sounders. Sounders also a big achievement for them in 2022 when they became the first American team to win this competition. So that was big for them there. And then you have Sporting Kansas City, who I explained earlier were runners-up in the US Open Cup to LAFC, who already qualified through the Leagues Cup. So that is how the teams got here. And this again is just a look at the first round matchups and the teams that are already pushed through to the round of 16. So Cavalier already have their best showing in this competition. They are automatically into the round of 16. Before this, the first round berth would have been the furthest they have gone. So kudos to them. They have made it as further than they've ever gone. But we shall see if we get that dream matchup or not. We say if it happens, tickets will sold out early. Yeah. If Messi comes to Jamaica, Mr. Speed will have to hire Scotiabank and NCB to count gate receipts with JDF and the JCF. I tell you, that game is gonna be mad. And I feel like it might be the only time fans show up early and on time and everything. Yeah, it's gonna be tough. I think people won't get in. It's gonna be so many. The demand for that game is gonna be so high, man. I'm telling you, people will come from all over for that game. Lionel Messi on the soil, crazy. So yeah, round one, people, round one. All eyes turn to round one now. Inter Miami need to get this result, But let's go back to the round one, and we're gonna do a way too early predictions. We're gonna do a way too early predictions and just try to predict what's going to happen in these games to see who can get where in the competition. And of course, the channel will be following this competition. We like to keep up with all the Concacaf competitions, and of course, we have extra reason to do so with a Jamaican team actually into that round of 16. So, we want to be there to see how it pans out, see the level of the competition. We know most of the bigger teams. We're familiar with the Mexican League teams. Definitely in the past few years, I would say I'm getting way more familiar with the Central American teams as well, just from tracking these competitions. So, yeah, man, you find there are a few gems out there in this region, and it's good to watch the games and see, because a lot of these countries that will be vying for these World Cup spots, some of their players are coming from these top teams in these Central American countries. So it's good to know the players through these things, and then we can know when they're going to face Jamaica, what we need to be ready for, So yeah, that is the bracket, people. But I want to go back to this one. I think it looks a little cleaner. So let me go back to the other one that I had on screen before. And we're just going to go through the matchups, people, and try to predict them. So we'll have up here LAFC and Colorado. So for me, I'm going to go with LAFC. I think they have proven over the years to be a very strong side. Colorado, I think a decent team as well. But I would have to put my money on LAFC. Then Miami and Sporting, people, no bias. I don't business. I think even if I'm analyzing the game, though, I think Miami should prove to be a little bit too much for Sporting KC over the two legs. So I'm going to put Miami through to face Cavalier. Then we have Monterrey and Forge. I don't believe that Forge can withstand what Monterrey will bring over the two legs. So I'm going to have to go with Monterrey to get through there. Vancouver and Saprissa. This one is a tough one, people. So Saprissa, I think, has the talent and the quality to get past Vancouver, but it's going to all come down to, I think this is going to be one of the tighter games in this first round, to be honest. But I'm going to give the slight edge to Saprissa. I have a feeling like Saprissa will travel a little bit better to Vancouver than Vancouver will travel to Costa Rica to play that leg. So that's why I'll give Saprissa the slight edge in this one. Pumas and Cavalry, I think, again, Liga MX team will just be a bit too much for the Canadian Premier League side. So I will put Pumas through to face Alajuelense. Then we can go over to the other side now, where we have Guadalajara and Cibao. I don't think Cibao will be able to cope with what Guadalajara will bring over time. Maybe they keep it close for a while, but I think over the two legs it will stretch probably at least a 3-goal margin over two legs. I would say almost 4 goals, something like that. Cruz Azul and Real Hope. This one will be a tough one for the Haitian outfit. But I think they have proven to be a side that can face adversity. I just think Cruz Azul was a cruel opponent for them in the first round. I think one of the more class teams out of Mexico. So I think it's going to be a bit too much for Real Hope, but wouldn't be surprised if they kept it closer than people think. Then we have Seattle and Antigua here. Again, I worry for these MLS teams when they go to these environments. Antigua definitely will be a tough place to go and play your football. We're talking about Guatemala. You know that's going to be a hostile environment over there, but I'm going to give the edge in this one to Seattle, actually. I think they'll be able to, keep the score reasonable in Guatemala, and I think when they get back to the US for that second leg, it will be an issue for Antigua. Then we have Tigres and Real Esteli. So Real Esteli, shout out to them, only Nicaraguan side in the competition. So they have a big task on their hand playing, again, one of the powerhouses in Mexico, Tigres. So that's going to be really tough for them to get past them, and I don't see it happening. So I'm going to say Tigres gets over and Esteli. Now, Motagua and Cincinnati. So this is the game, people, out of all the games that I think could be potentially a banana skin for an MLS team. Motagua is a tough team, and I feel like they definitely have what it takes to pull an upset. But I think Cincinnati, their experience in these regional competitions is pretty good, and they typically make a decent run. So even though I feel like this could be the potential banana skin here, I'm going to say Cincinnati does pull through. And then Salt Lake and Herediano, I think this one, as well as the Vancouver and Saprissa matchup, probably two of the more even matchups, I think. I think Herediano is a very, very good side as well. It's going to be interesting to see how Real Salt Lake deals with Herediano when they travel to Herediano. Now, there is a lot of Central American flavor these days to a lot of these MLS teams. So I don't know if the traveling will be such a big deal as it maybe once was. But I'm gonna say the MLS team pulls through, people. Yeah. So I put Saprissa through over Vancouver, but I'm gonna put Salt Lake over Herediano, actually. I'm gonna go with the Jamaican boys, and they would face the LA Galaxy after that. So that's my way too early predictions. I know that markets will be happening. It's in the off season now in the MLS, and I'm sure there will be deals done and moves made. Most teams that are in this competition, I'm sure will be looking at it as a potential, revenue earner for the club. There's some very good prize money involved if you can get all the way to the final and lift this trophy. So, clubs will be trying to make sure their squads are deep enough to go through their, regular MLS season, Liga MX season, whatever season is going on, and also have the numbers to manage playing this competition as well at the same time. So yeah, should be very, very interesting, people. That's my way too early predictions, but the main one, Miami need to beat Kansas City, people. So I'm gonna start for make sure so that I can go on from no. But yeah, that is it, people. That is it, man. Very, very exciting news tonight, as I say. We needed Inter Miami to become A2. The Inter Miami name came out, and at the time there were only 4 potential opponents left for Inter Miami. So basically, Cavalier had a 25% chance. And when the second person, I think it was Bornstein from the US, opened that, pot one with that said A2, man, I let off a little celebration same time. But Sporting Kansas City can play the role of spoiler. So hopefully we still go and cheer on Cavalier if it is Sporting Kansas City. I know probably it won't be sold out, and that's okay, but definitely, hopefully we can get some fans to come out, because, the better Cavalier does, the better, another Jamaican team have a chance to make it into this competition, because the higher the coefficient, the better it will be in terms of getting, not preferential treatment, but just at least a better opportunity to get far in these competitions. So, last year when Cavalier couldn't convert in the final of the Caribbean Cup, they were placed in round 1. And if you remember, they faced Cincinnati in that round 1 and were beaten. Now, this time around, because they won the Caribbean Cup, they move right into the second round, the round of 16. So improvement already year to year, and that's what we want to see moving forward as well. I think the next goal for Jamaican clubs right now, everybody looking on all the clubs, that aspire to be in this competition. Remember, the Caribbean Cup sends 3 teams to this competition. So my goal that I envision for the Premier League is the next few years we're dominating those three slots. We're taking back the power from Dominican Republic. Haiti doesn't really monopolize it, but they tend to always have one team in there. Last year, Suriname represented Robin Hood and got that first slot and the bye to the round of 16. So yeah, at least 2 out of 3 people. 2 out of 3 will start there. This year and last year it was just Cavalier. We need to get more than one into this by next season. That is my dream right there for this competition, to see 2 Jamaican sides in there from early. Of course, one of them winning the cup in the Caribbean, so getting the bye to the round of 16, and then that second side being somewhere in the bracket as well in that first round. So yeah, let's start there. And I won't be greedy and say all 3 need to make it. That would be lovely. But I'll say next year the goal should be 2 teams in this part of the competition right here. So very, very interesting, as I said, people. Just very, very excited of the potential. And as I said, we will be anxiously awaiting when it is revealed exactly when those round 1 matches will take place. More specifically, when the round 1 matches with Sporting KC and Inter Miami take place. All right, so draw results revealed. Okay, so this just came out tonight. So Concacaf today conducted the official draw made for TV. Okay, blah blah blah. Round 1. All right, so it's just telling us the matchups again. Round 2, matchup 2 winner. All right, so the main news as well that I wanted to tell you guys about the competition. So in terms of rules and everything like that, Concacaf will be utilizing the away goals rule in this competition. So that's something that you can look out for as well. Of course, we know that Cavalier got to winning the final after even losing the second leg, because they did score 1 goal in that second leg in the Dominican Republic. So that is why Cavalier got the bye to the round of 16. So we used the away goals to our advantage in the last round. Let's see if it's something that can continue into this round of 16. So I'm trying to find club rankings. So these are the club rankings. So of course, it's 27 clubs in there, but not the top 27. So not every club in the top 27 you will see, but let me see. Let me show you guys what I'm looking at. Cavalier will have 2 away games. All right, man, tell you. The night there, the amount of a beer. So I think you'll see more Argentina jersey or more Barca jersey or more Inter Miami jersey. I think you just see more Messi jersey than anything else. Well, hopefully the people that come to the game can, want to follow Cavalier after, because they need it. They need the support. They say them Nana fans. It's rough. The other day when the final I play about 50 odd people. I see Speed on a program the other day and he must say, no man, it was about 200 odd. I said, Jano, man a Carrico for say 200 odd. Rough. All right, so this is the entire club rankings right here. So Columbus Crew 1, Club America 2, Monterrey 3, Tigres 4, Cruz Azul 5, LAFC 6, Inter Miami 7. So all 7 of those teams are in there. Toluca didn't make it. Pachuca didn't make it. Champs from last season. Then you have LA Galaxy in there at 10. Seattle 11. No Orlando City. Pumas is in there at 13. Then you have Guadalajara. Chivas at 14. Leon not in it at 15. Cincinnati is in there at 16. No Red Bulls. 17. Real Salt Lake in there 18. NYCFC not in there 19th. Philly Union not in there 20. San Luis not in there 21. Dynamo not in there 22. Timbers not in there 23. Minnesota, no Atlas, no Atlanta United, no Charlotte. Vancouver is there. They're 28. No Tijuana, I don't think. No Mazatlan. Colorado is there. They're 31. No Montreal, no Querétaro, no New England, no Necaxa, no Dallas, no Juarez, no Nashville. Sporting KC is there. No DC, Alajuelense is there. No Austin, no Laguna, Santos, no St. Louis, no Puebla, no Toronto FC. Olympia is in it from Honduras, I think. Are they? No, I think it's just Motagua from Honduras. Yeah, no, sorry. So, no Olympia, that's a big side. Saprissa is there. No Fire, no Earthquakes. Herediano is there. Cavalry is there. Municipal is not there. I don't think. Yeah, Municipal is not there. Motagua is. Antigua is. Forge is. No Salahu, no Carlos. No. Esteli is there, 69th. And if I'm not mistaken, that's Pacific. They've been in it before, but not this year. I think second to last would be Cavalier. Cibao third to last in the ranking that's in the competition, then Cavalier. And I think Real Hope would be the lowest ranked team in it. There's Mount Pleasant at 95. And then Waterhouse at 113. Just below Defense Force. And then there is Real Hope now 110. All right, so that is the lowest ranked team in the competition right there, Real Hope. There's Arnett at 116. Portmore. Most of these teams, it's a bit strange where their ranking is when you kind of know the team them, you know. But the Caribbean, Cibao still in first, but them dropped points last time. Mount Pleasant move up. Robin Hood gone down. Real Hope move up. Defense Force move up. Little Waterhouse drop. And it stay the same. Portmore. All right. So, yeah, people. Concacaf Caribbean. I need a side for getting like the top 60. Yeah. Central America in the top 50s of 3. And of course, North America dominate everything up to about 41. Yeah. So the top 40 is all Mexico and USA. And a few Canada sides, but the Canadian sides that are in the MLS basically. Yep. So that's what Concacaf look like, people. Yes, Ian Frey, congrats to him. He did renew for another season. I saw the post from Inter Miami saying another go around, or forget the phrase they use, but yes, big up to him. They have high hopes for him, man. They've stuck to him to a lot of adversity. Big up Leroy, long time, bro. Yeah, man, you been tracking the draw. Yeah. Yeah, it was exciting tonight because anybody that follows Jamaican football or football in this region, and a Cavalier fan by extension, just being Jamaican, you know, if you followed it and you knew you needed something to happen, and it actually happened tonight. It's kind of awesome that it happened that way. Eddie Gooner said, one Messi, big up Eddie. We would need Cavalier to get to the quarterfinals to gain the quality points to be in the top 60. Yes, if we were to overturn an MLS team, which we're going to play regardless of which team, I would think that that would be enough points to get us into like a talking like a 20-odd point jump, because you see it said +5 the last jump. So, I can only imagine it would be 4 or 5 times that if we were to beat one of the top 20 teams in CONCACAF. Obviously, if it is Inter Miami, it's a top 10 team. If it's Sporting KC, I think they were closer to 40. I think they were like 39 or 38. So, yeah. Deep runs in CONCACAF affects this ranking. Yep. That is it. Bless up, Chile. Wagwan. Big up, know yourself. And next, namesake in a place. Yeah, but again, people, if you haven't seen, this is the draw. Can I not make it bigger? There we go. All right, so this is the left side, you can call it, of the draw. Obviously, teams on this side won't have to face any on the other side until they get to the final, if they can make it that far. But LAFC Colorado winner to face Columbus, Miami Sporting Kansas City winner to face Cavalier, Monterrey and Forge to face the winner of Vancouver and Saprissa, Pumas and Cavalry to face Alajuelense, waiting for them in the round of 16. Then on the right side or the east side, you have Chivas versus Cibao, winner to take on Club America. I think that will set up a mouth-watering Liga MX clash personally, but let's see, the matches have to be played. Cruz Azul and Real Hope, winner will face the winner of Seattle and Antigua. Tigres and Real Esteli will face the winner of Cincinnati and Motagua, and Salt Lake and Herediano, the winner to face the team that awaits in the round of 16, that being the LA Galaxy. So that is the full draw, people. Very, very exciting times. Again, just to refresh your memories, or actually not refresh, but to show you one more time the actual dates for the round 1. Of course, people, we all want that dream matchup. We all want Messi to grace the Jamaica National Stadium. That is crazy. I can't believe that might happen, but we all want that to happen, right? I am definitely one of those people, but we have to remember, it's always I won't even say it again because I don't see Duke here, so maybe I'm okay. Mind you, I think CR7 is the GOAT, but I pray Messi come a yard. Well, just for that statement, Eddie, I hope that if he does go to Jamaica, you cannot go for some reason. Yeah, because you shouldn't even make a statement like that. Up. It will be interesting still. Cavalier will be in mid-season form, while March next year, Miami will be just starting the MLS season. Yes, that is the truth. As a matter of fact, let's see. I believe that they have the MLS schedule up. So I'm interested to see exactly how many games they would have played. I feel like it starts in February. Like late January, maybe. Let's see. So MLS soccer. Expansion draft. More teams again. Let's see. Competition. Okay. Schedule. Let's see. Don't think them even have anything yet, you know, for next year. Let's see, 2025. 2025. Wow, Diego Gomez gone to Brighton. It's crazy. Well, unless I'm not seeing it, 2025 MLS schedule. Okay, all I'm seeing is when it will begin. And it basically begins. First match is played February 2025, so you're not really telling me a date yet. Interesting. So just to remind you though, let me show you guys the dates again for the first matchups of this. We're also gonna just look at the history of the competition as well, just see who previous winners were. I think that would be cool to see. But just to remind you people, this right here is what I wanted to show you. What the hell? So these are the dates that we kind of need to look at. So round 1, that is where we'll start the competition. So it will either be between the first leg will either be between the 4th and 6th of Feb or the 18th and 20th of Feb, depending on which fixtures fall on what days. And then the second legs in February as well, the 11th to the 13th or 25th to the 27th. So that's when we will learn after those games if indeed Inter Miami will be facing Cavalier. Then round of 16 matchups would be 4th to the 6th of March. And then the second legs would be the 11th to the 13th of March. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that's a Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday of a week. So I'm pretty sure. But let me check that too, because I could be just making that up. All right, so February, March. Yeah, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. All right, yeah, I was right. So those dates are Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays. So that will be the date of the fixture. So to be one of those 3 days, people, 11th to the 13th of March, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we have to get through that round 1, make sure Inter Miami win, and then once that happens, then you know what comes next after that, people. Everybody but Eddie can go to the game. Actually, I don't think it's been confirmed as yet. I'm pretty sure that they'll have to wait. So look, I can assure you, if the winner of that round 1 matchup between Inter Miami and Sporting Kansas City is indeed Inter Miami, I'm pretty sure that game will be at the stadium because they will need all the seats available. Messi sliding and tripping on our field like Prime Leon. We will be there. Yeah, I did send when I sent this out to a set of people and they were talking back to me. I did mention, if Messi can prove himself on our pitch, then really and truly, hands down, there's no more debate. He's the greatest. I noticed the Panamanian clubs aren't represented like before. That's true, Football Guru. I was actually planning on showing you guys previous winners. Thought that would be cool to show. So let me actually get that list up so you guys can see how this competition has gone. Now, of course, this has been played, I believe, since 1962. But they have rebranded it now, so it's a little bit different. But yeah, it's pretty much used to be called the Champions League, I think. But I'll tell you in just a second what it was called before. All right, 60th season. Yeah, this is the 60th season. So it was 1962. Yeah, 62 years ago. So I think just a couple of years they didn't play the competition. But let me show you guys the list here. Speed might get his wish. Yeah. MLS. Okay, so the first match is the 22nd. All right, respect Football Guru. Deportivo Saprissa, we have Javan East there. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. You have to do a show on all the potential players in this competition, you know. All right, so this is, I don't have it showing. Let me share this real quick, people. Yeah, I think so. All right, so this is the history of the competition. Those are the winners, but I wanted to see the bigger bracket where you can see first and second and them thing there. Yeah, so competition format, winner determined by aggregate goals over both legs. If aggregate goals are equal, the away goals rule is applied. Stone Age thinking here from Concacaf again, but hey, what are you going to do? If away goals are equal, the game goes to extra time. Still tied, the game goes to penalties. Cool. All right, so Champions Cup era. So what is called now? The Champions Cup it name now? 62 to 2008. So these are the champions, people. So the first year, Chivas won it, 1962. Then a Haitian club lifting the trophy in the second season, Racing Club Haitian. Then you have, for a few years, it wasn't played. Then 67, Alianza won it. Club from El Salvador. Then you have Toluca, Mexican club. Cruz Azul won it 3 times in a row, 69, 70, and 71. Then for the first time, a Honduran side won it. Olympia. Then Transvaal, Suriname side, taking it home. They are still in existence as well, 1973. Then Municipal, another, for the first time, a Guatemalan side takes it home in 74. Atlético Español, I don't even know, is this club still exist? I've never heard of this club. That's a Mexican club. Then you have Aguila, second club from El Salvador to win it. So that's a big one there. Then Club America winning their first in 77. Then somehow there were 3 champions in 78. Defense Force taking it home. That would have been the first time for Trinidad winning this one. Comunicaciones from Honduras as well. And then you have Leones Negros out of Mexico as well. Then another club from El Salvador, Futbolistas Asociados Santanecos. They won it in 79. Then Pumas won their first title in 80. Transvaal won it for a second time in 81. So 2 titles to Suriname. Pumas again in 82. Atlante in 83. Then another win for a Haitian side, Violet. You know them. We played them a few years ago in the Caribbean Cup. They won in 84. Then Defense Force got their second crown in 85. Alajuelense came to the party in 85, getting Costa Rica's first trophy. Club America won their second. Olympia again. Pumas, Club America, Puebla, Club America. So Mexico starts to dominate around the early 90s. And then Costa Rica has a good run. Saprissa getting their first. Cartagenes and Saprissa winning their second in a 3-year run in 95. Then Cruz Azul won 4 and 5 to take the lead for most titles in the competition, 96 and 97. Then finally, a US team wins it in 98. That was DC United. Necaxa won their second in 99. Then back to the US again for the LA Galaxy. Pachuca, Toluca, Alajuelense got their second in 2004. So a nice little stretch there between 93 and 2005 for Costa Rican teams, as Saprissa won it again in 2005. Then you have Club America, Pachuca, and Pachuca winning Club de Football Pachuca, and so then they had Pachuca winning their second and third titles to end off what used to be called the Champions Cup or the Champions Cup era, when it was a little bit different, the competition. Then they moved into this current format now in 2008-09. Atlante won their second in that one. And if you can see, from when this competition started to 2021, it was all Mexican clubs. Club America, the winningest team in the competition with 7. Pachuca last year making their 6th trophy. They are also up there for most trophies ever. Monterrey with 5. So the Mexican clubs really, doing well. Cruz Azul also on 6. So yeah, a win for Cruz Azul ties them with Club America for the most titles ever in the competition. So that will be something to look for as we go through. And the Sounders broke the Mexican dominance in 2022. So I'm sure our MLS team will be looking to get back again. Now, let's see. So I'm trying to see. There's got to be a way. So this is the titles list. 39 for Mexico, 6 for Costa Rica, 3 for United States, 3 for El Salvador, 2 Suriname, 2 Honduras, 2 for Trinidad and Tobago, 2 for Guatemala, 2 for Haiti. Then you have the runners-up. Of course, Mexico leading that as well. But Suriname with 8, so they could have had a lot more titles. Costa Rica 5, USA 5, Honduras, Trinidad, Guatemala, Cuba. So, what country do you see not here? Jamaica people. So, we have to do something about that at some point. But no Jamaican clubs ever get into the final of this competition. I think the furthest a Jamaican club ever got in the competition, I want to say it was the quarterfinals, maybe. Let's see. There was another one I was looking at, and it had hold on. Let me see if I can find it again. Check in with the chat. Andy Williams in the final with Real Salt Lake in the Concacaf Champions League. Mad. We had Ryan Johnson at Toronto in the semi. So I've had Jamaicans have deep runs, okay? It's called Champions Cup and then called Champions League, and now again called Champions Cup, all right? East, John Bell, Javane Brown, and Alvas are the Jamaicans in the competition, along with the Jamaicans at Cavaliers. Yeah, you can add to that. Okay, so it was Portmore. I knew it was quarterfinals. I couldn't remember what year or what team. So it was Portmore. Harbour View as well, 2005. So I had a good run them couple years. That's good. East, John Bell, Javane Brown, Alvas. I think Kevin Lambert as well, Real Salt Lake. Football guru probably going to say he never played for Jamaica yet, but I would count Ian Frey as well. There was somebody else. And Matthew Bell, if Matthew Bell is still with Real Salt Lake next season. He's another potential Jamaican to get some game time. I want to see. Yeah, this is what I want to see. This media look for people. I remember that player Adlery. Good baller. Good baller. That was like around my time. All right. So this is actually the list of the finals, which I was trying to find. So Guadalajara. So let's go to a little more recent time. So Saprissa. So this final right here, Monterrey and Salt Lake. First leg 2-2, and then Monterrey win 1-0. Jeez, in the Rio Tinto. So these were the games, people. And they came on in the the first leg in Mexico. Came on in the 61st. And then the second leg. And they started and played 64 minutes. Mad. So I had a player playing the finals, people. That is it. That is it. That is it. Interesting. Depend on Monterrey side, Ricardo Osorio, he used to play for national team. Orozco was a national keeper. Walter Ayovi played for, I think that's Ecuador. Pretty sure, yeah. He played for Ecuador at the World Cup. I remember Osvaldo Martinez as well from Paraguay. Humberto Suazo from Chile. Yeah, man, he have a good side. Davino played for Mexico. Metza played for Mexico. Yeah, man. Basanta was a decent Argentine player as well. Good side. Real Salt Lake, Ramondo was a US keeper. I remember Robbie Russell. Colombian Olave. Will Johnson played for Canada. Andy, of course, for Jamaica. Javi Morales, good baller. Saborio was a big striker for Costa Rica. I think Tony Beltran played for the youth national teams of US. I don't think he ever matriculated all the way though. And Arturo Alvarez, El Salvador baller. Yeah, had a good side. Zavala. Jesus Arellano, that's another Mexican national. The Negris too. Yeah, I have enough ball up on the side, man. Interesting. Yeah, but the USA barely make it. Toronto FC almost get a title for them. And this was last season. This was my boy there from Ecuador. Kill them. Not Ecuador, from Venezuela. Rondon. Yeah, man. 2 goals in their first leg. I think him score some more too. Oh no, it was just one game. Yeah. But yeah, Rondon killed them. He was killing this whole run up to the final. He was killing people. Score a bag of goal in the semi too. Yeah, man. Okay, so that's how they pick the host for the finals. Better performances all through the rounds. That's fair still. So it's not predetermined, it's just based on, it's all merit based. That's a good way to do it still. Pachuca of Mexico and Botafogo of Brazil will play tomorrow in Qatar. Yeah. I saw that because Botafogo won the Brazilian League and Pachuca won the Champions Cup. Or Botafogo won the not the Brazilian League. They won the Copa Libertadores. Sorry. Does the Copa Libertadores champions still play the Champions League winner, or them just go play Club World Cup now? Even though Club World Cup different now, it's like a actual full World Cup. So Botafogo beat Mineiro 3-1. Alex Tejas, Luis Enrique just play for Brazil where they. Eduardo Vargas, and they still a play. Yeah, I never even know say Yannick Bolasie playing in Brazil. I just see some highlight the other day and I say Yannick Bolasie. What? So that game is tomorrow. That should be a fun one. Arsenal play tomorrow. Champions League today. Big win for Aston Villa. Pretty much secure them in the next round. Liverpool win again. Madrid, Bellingham show up big time. The stars were out. But Mbappe had to come off injured after him actually was looking like he was going to have a good game. Botafogo. $12 So we can watch the game now. Prime. Good to go then. Prime Video. Yes, sir. 12 o'clock tomorrow. Let me see what time I have to pick up my data. Damn. Now go work. Might do a live stream for Arsenal tomorrow though. That should be good. But yo, people, that's it, man. That's all I really wanted to report tonight. Concacaf Champions Cup draw. We will be following it here on the channel. You know, anything football related, we can do some live streams for, analyze some football, learn some new players. We are here for it, people. So everybody that are football fanatics like myself, drop a subscription to the channel. Big up to the people that were in the building tonight, just following along with the conversation. This is something that I'm sure will get watched again. So if you are watching this on the replay, people, just be sure to drop a like, drop your comments in the comment section. Let me know how you feel about the potential of Lionel Messi playing in Jamaica, in the land where most of us would have spent time growing up as a youth. I know I played multiple games. Well, not multiple games, but I've played games in the National Stadium on that pitch. So the fact that Lionel Messi might actually play there, amazing. Amazing, people. Amazing. 2025 is a big summer in the USA for soccer. Club World Cup on the East Coast and the Gold Cup on the West Coast. Yep. A lot going on. Champions Cup June 1st as well. Won't be in America, maybe. It might be, but yeah, a lot going on in CONCACAF as well. So yeah, it's a big summer. Of course, you know, Jamaica has in March the two-leg tie with St. Vincent and the Grenadines to qualify for the group stage of the Gold Cup. So that's the next big thing for us as far as the Reggae Boys are concerned. I have some time this week during the day, so what I'll probably do is I've been meaning to do a show just about the upcoming calendar. So we're gonna go ahead and run a show about that probably tomorrow. Just go through all the dates and see what's going on. And also just a little recap as well. You know, we had the schoolboy competitions end, so we're going to talk a little bit about the champs of that and everything. And yeah, just have a nice discussion about Jamaican football topics in general, but definitely with a focus on the calendar for the national teams, be it youth teams, moving all the way right up to the Reggae Girls and the Reggae Boys. So yes, look out for that, people. We'll have a nice discussion, try to familiarize ourselves with some dates, what's coming up. Of course, big ups to the U17 in preparation. They're doing a great job of keeping us in the know as far as what they're doing. And I'm hoping that this can be a blueprint for the youth teams moving forward. I know it's very challenging. I know it's taking a lot of work and commitment from the staff involved and also the parents and the players. It's a lot of things going on, but I can assure you, it's going to pay dividends when they enter the field of play for those qualifiers coming up very, very soon. All right. So, yes, people, big up on yourself. Thanks again for tuning in. JamPL fan, football guru, reggae boys commentary, namesake, big up yourself. Stets, know yourself. Hot Chili, Eddie Gooner, Leroy Smart, Wells, Toffee Rudy, Sherman Scott, Son, big up yourself. Everybody who tune in, all the silent people, them that never say a word, big up on yourself too. And thanks so much. On a 17 World Cup in the winter. Is it the winter? I think it's like, basically, I think it's like November, I want to say. Let's see. Let's double check in. Just double checking it. It just said 2025. 5th to the 27th of November 2025. So yeah, because in Qatar, so you don't know them time. I think that's summer, or no, they wouldn't have it in summer. They'll have it when it's like a cooler. Yeah, so the 5th of November, but the qualifiers, I believe, start in January. But look out for your show. I'll make the thumbnail sometime like in the morning of the day, and that way you can kind of, drop in a like on it from early and think I'll have the discussion. But the next show, people will just basically be familiarizing ourselves with the calendar of the upcoming year, so you guys can know when what is coming up, what to look out for. That should be a nice fact-filled episode, so we can talk about some things and you guys can familiarize yourselves with some dates, so you can look out and try to support as much as possible. All right. Yeah, Duke, may I cut as you reach, literally as you reach, and it was planned that way. Nah, Joe, big up yourself, Duke. Thanks for tuning in, bro. Drop a like and just rewatch the video because it had a lot of good information. Basically, you can know what dates to mark for the Messi game, potential Messi game, people. Let's not jinx the thing. Sporting Kansas City, just do the right thing. Messi need to go through. All right, big up yourself. Yeah, man. JamPL fan anytime, bro, and keep up the good work as well. JamPL fan, always keeping up to date with the JPL stuff, and your takes on the games are very good. I'll enjoy them. Yourself and Bam, always keeping me up to date with all the JPL stuff. So yeah, respect for that. I can't be on the ground with you or like you guys. So without your help, it would be very difficult if I had to rely on the JPL app that never ever has the score correct. I don't know what is wrong with them. But anyway, people, this is not a beating session. This is now time to sign off. My name is Jason Gooner. This is Jason Gooner TV, and you just watched the show about the Champions Cup draw and my live reaction to it. Who will Cavalier face in the round of 16? Well, we know it's one of two teams. Sporting Kansas City, boo, or Inter Miami. Yeah, come on, Messi. People, it's gonna happen, people. Believe. Big up on yourself. Until next time, Magan. Bless.